As the twilight to the edge of the camp, as I leap off in a trance of fame, instruments ordained by David of Israel, all congregation worshipped, all the singers and saints, trumpeters sounded, constellation of my lips, soothe your stutterings. God's motive is still unknown to him. Reveal what the readers have known all along, rewarding motive. Satan, I shall lay you down with thy sword and pierce through your nostrils, down your throat, for you do not come from him. You are not made of him, and you shall depart from him in the name of Yahweh, as you tremble at the name of the God of Israel. Depart from him now in Jesus Christ's name. Bildad light of the wicked shall be put out, and nooses hidden for him, my uprightness and my right standing with God.
I'm sorry.
Will you take delight in the Almighty? I will teach you regarding the hand and handiwork of God. Behold, all of you have seen it, cherishing foolish notions I will not conceal. He builds his house like a moth of a spider web, like a booth which watchmen make last only but for a season. Wisdom is capitalized as a reminder of divine implications. Proverbs 1:23, Proverbs 1:17. Our omniscient find the knowledge, making your ears attentive to skillfully godly wisdom, inclining and directing your heart, applying all your powers to quest for it. Let your hearts keep my commandments worth living. When the Lord loves, he corrects and takes instruction of correction, all honor and good. Keep them in the center of your hearts, and let them not depart from my sight. Indeed, wreath of gratefulness and glory I will deliver to you. I have taught of the skill in Godful wisdom, which is comprehensive insight into thy ways and purposes of God. I have led you in the paths of the righteousness with strict and hard learning, in order to teach you better. Light of the dawn, shine more and more brighter. Clearer reaches its full strength and glory to be prepared. 2 Samuel 2:3-4, Matthew 5:14, Philippians 2:15. Your path shall be clear and open, over hastily is to sin and miss the mark. Desire without knowledge is not good. Hear counsel and receive instruction, accept correction. Many plans in a man's mind, but it is thy purpose for him, Lord's, that will stand. God's will and purpose is the only way. His ways are always better, stronger. Riotous baller and wine is a mocker, Ariels, because it's not wise counsel in your heart of man like water, and a deep well man of understanding draws it out. Proverbs 18:4, I proclaim my loving kindness and goodness, skillful and godly wisdom, which is comprehensive insight to the ways and purposes of God. Blessed and happy and fortunate the righteous man walks in his integrity. Love and kindness and mercy and truth, faithfulness preserve the king, and his throne is upheld by the people's loyalty. Beauty of the old man is their gray hair, suggesting wisdom and experience. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. He turns it whichever way he wills. Factor that proceeds intimately from God is the Lamb of the Lord. When justice is done, it's a joy to the righteous, the upright. In right standing with God, love and pleasure, you will be a poor man. Precious treasures and oils of dwelling of the wise. The rich and poor meet together. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, love and favor, rather than silver or gold. The Lord is riches and honor and life and excellent things and counsel and knowledge written to you long about this from dross to silver.
Loomis isn't eager to see you go, but he knows you're ready to ride for the truck company. And if you come to work at 51, you'll also get
Runs below, acceptable to God for atonement. So iron melts the ore of the lead in the kind warmth of metal that learns to glow. Peer from dross and silver runs below. Samuel C. Proverbs 14:3. He who's in the uprightness evidently fears and worships the Lord. Or should I remind you of revelations of all men? See God's attitude towards them, prudent, understand his ways. Godly wisdom, which is comprehensive insight into the ways of God, the laws of order, decency and justice. Imbecile idiots, meaning of a rebel, especially against God and the laws of order. Notice in Proverbs how many such characteristics are listed of rebelliousness, are listed against a fool. See God's attitude towards them. Letting nature take its unhindered course in illness. The Septuagint Greek translation, its statement squarely addresses the problem. Or one has moral rights to neglect his body by letting nature take its unhindered course in thy illness. Wealth make many friends better. Is a poor man who walks in integrity. Wealth is never lasting, but makes many friends. Self-confident fool ruins his affairs. A false witness shall not go unpunished, who breathes out the lies. He who gains wisdom loves his own life, no matter the outward conditions. It is better to dwell in the corner of a house top than to share a house with a disagreeing, quarrelsome, scolding woman. Proverbs 21:9. Like cold water to a thirsty soul, so is good news from a far home country. Artists melt the saloon, soul and horror of lead. Iron shall lay it down. Consistently righteous man knows and cares for the poor, but wicked man has no such interest. I knowledge a man's pride will bring him low, but a man's humbleness brings him honor. God's given task is to provide the youth with this. disinformation directly from the inspired source, letting them grow up with it in their consciousness. Luke 10:42, hear the voice of the Lord, have chosen a good portion which shall not be taken away from me. True foundation of life which is valued by God and her husband far above rubies and pearls. Proverbs 31:10, Proverbs 12:4, 18:22, and 19:14. Value in so far as a man relates to all life of God. Reverence and respect for God, a genuine devotion serving God are essential in making life worthwhile. Within this book, the author speaks to himself as the son of David. Jesus is the author of this book, and the miracles I witness to. Ecclesiastes 1:12. Under the sun, the natural man is not aware. Affirmative answer are to be found in God. Natural man gravels in dust. Like an earthworm, spiritual man soars on wings. Like an eagle he does. God's comprehension and companionship, favor and everlasting rewards, King of kings, supreme being as the Lord, Elohim that God recognized under the sun. James 3:17, King James Version. 1 Corinthians 27, King James Version. The hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto the glory I said confined to unstable, vanishing pleasure and empty satisfaction of those who live under the Son. God ordained before the world's glory, Lord of hosts, and regard him as the holy and honor his holy name by regarding him only. Hope of safety lest you offended him. Emmanuel, God with us, they speak to the prey, referring to the Assyrians, they hasten to spoil. Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help, who rely on horses and chariots in his fight. He shall pass beyond his rock, refuge and stronghold, whose fire is in Zion, whose furnace is Jerusalem. The revelations and power of God, he called his son out of Egypt as he commanded me to do. The Lord is exalted, he will fill Zion with justice and righteousness. Moral, spiritual, rectitude in every way, abundance of salvation and wisdom and knowledge in full spiritual rectitude, restoration of the daughter of Zion. I bring near my righteousness and deliverance of Israel. My salvation shall not tarry. Yes, give salvation in Zion, my glory to Israel, my homeland. The Lord of hosts is in his name. O holy mountain, the people of Judah and all cities, nomad farmers to those who wander about their flocks, winning back and being worthy of the love of my divine husband. And the Lord, literally the house of Caesarion, and the Cambridge Bible, motorbike stone which contains the record of motorbike history. He should be dedicated as soon as possible from his boyhood at the age of 2 to 3 years old. Woman of the tabernacle, healing granted to me. Son Jonathan called David and told him all these things. It pleased him well to become the king's son-in-law. Spirit of God came upon the messenger. On the third day you will go quickly to where you hide yourselves. Come to the place where you hide yourself and remain by the stone of Ezel. David took these words to heart. Now your shepherds have been with us. We did no harm to them, miss nothing at all at the time they were in Carmel. The Septuagint Greek translation of the Old Testament so reads David's enemies. Abner and Abba Plain crossed the Jordan, Bithron, district of Ravines may God do to Abner. Destroy him in the heat of day, as Lord sets ablaze. The blind and lame shall not come into the house of the Lord. See 1 Samuel 7:2. How long has the ark been in the house? The ark remained there nearly 100 years. Samuel took a stone and set it between Mishpah and Shin. Call the help. Heretofore the Lord has helped us. Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life. When Samuel was old, he made his sons judges over Israel. Firstborn was Joel. Abijah, they were judges in Beersheba. All elders of Israel assembled and came to Samuel at Ramah. Displeased Samuel when they said, give us a king to govern us. Samuel prayed to the Lord. The Lord said to Samuel, hearken to the voice of the people. Samuel heard all the words of the people, repeated them in the Lord's ears. Samuel said to them, go every man to his own city. 1 Samuel 9, 23, 24, 27, and 1 Samuel 10, 1 through 13, 8 through 9. Of course, I am the one who counsels you, never forget. We stand tall in the battle, all of us who ate the same spiritual food of our Father God. In the end, we all have one breath, one life, living to the fullest under any circumstance or condition. In remembrance of our Father God, I rise to answer him at all times when he calls. In the name of Yahweh, for Yahweh's ways are always better. He found me on the springs of the waters in my bath of love that remembers me.